our mini orchard. These trees right through here are mulberries. Sally likes mulberries, so.
How did we get those mulberries?
Volunteer plants around the property, and so we dug them up and moved them.
Look into my eyes. You must subscribe. And I want cheese.
That tree's a plum. I think it's a red plum. And we've had it several years. Hopefully this year we'll get something off of it, because it bloomed a little bit and we didn't get any frost, so it will have plums this year. These trees in this row are peaches, except this dark leaf one we believe is a nectarine. From the same family, because it's got the dark leaves. And these are all peach trees that hatched out in the chicken coop, because we threw our scraps from peaches and stuff, so this is some of the skins and some of the seeds, and this is what grew. And we think we must have bought some nectarines at some point, and one of the nectarines sprouted. These trees right through here, which are in bloom, are cherries. And they're a red variety, kind of like a Bing cherry. And we got these from a friend that had some sprouts growing around his trees, and they were really short, about this big. So these have been here a few years, and they're just now starting to produce fruit.
So you don't have to buy a tree, you can actually get it from your friends and neighbors if they've got sprouts. We dug it up at the right time of the year, which was early in the spring, and transplanted it and kept it watered and be an old garden spot. So now it's converted into an orchard. This next row is some more plums, and just a variety of plum trees. I think these two that are here in front of us are a native plum, and then the other two are, that one on the end there is a purple plum, and I'm not sure on this one. I think this year will be the first year that's actually produced fruit. And this row is apples. These two are apple trees. Boy, they got some blooms on them, aren't they pretty?
They're really in bloom. And I see some bees up there. So we should have a bunch of apples on these trees.
What are we going to do with the apples?
And we're going to eat them.
Yeah, till we're sick.
We're going to can them. We have a neighbor that has a cider press. We may make some cider out of some of them.
Okay.
But there's all kinds of uses for them. You can even make jelly if you like apple jelly.
Well, you think we can ferment it?
You can ferment anything, but probably the only thing that would be good out of that would be like an apple wine or something.
Yeah, we don't drink, but you know what? Maybe somebody in our family will want it.
Yeah. And then we have 4 other trees here in this corner.
What kind of apple trees are they?
And this one and that one are yellow delicious. The one on the far end is yellow delicious. The one that's got a ton of blooms on it right here in the middle is a Macintosh apple.
Oh, those are good.
So they're good for canning or making pies.
So let's talk a little bit about pruning and why should we prune?
Don't forget this one.
What is it?
This is our pear tree.
Real?
This is pears. This is Bartlett pears.
Where do we get that? I forgot.
Me too.
Yeah. But you just know it's a Bartlett pear, and we're going to have pears in how many years?
Oh, it's going to be a few more yet.
Yeah, but we can wait. We're patient. So talk about pruning. Tell people.
Well, you're pruning most of the fruit trees. One thing that we have to have in here, since everything's so tight, is we have to have things pruned so that you can get the lawnmower in here.
So where do we start? Do we just chop every branch off or what?
So we take off the lower hanging branches. Some people don't like to have to gather apples way up in the top. But we have a pole that we use that has a basket on the end of it.
And where did we get that from? Orslins or something?
Yeah.
Those hardware stores. And you can get them real easy from that. So is there something you really want to watch out when you're pruning? What, like I see something over there, Larry, where it's cut at an angle.
Yeah, that was a dead limb. So you cut it at an angle to keep water from settling on it and rotting. And you want to keep the branches out of the middle. It has to breathe. Do you hear the bees?
I'm trying to get it so that they can see the bees. We feed our bees. Our neighbors have beehives, people, and look at them. They're all over. We're happy to feed the bees because the
smell
bees.
Good too.
I can smell it.
This is close to ground.
I'm getting real close. Can you guys smell that? You smell how good that is? I tell you what, get smell vision and you will rule the world because it smells divine out here.
This is the most I've seen on this tree.
I know. We have neighbors that don't have a neighbor that has 3 children and she doesn't have trees and stuff yet. I'm pretty sure we're going to share some apples with those children. So, anything else you want to tell people about what limbs you should decide to prune off? This really big one, you don't want the really big trunks.
I'm sure this one here will end up coming out next year.
Oh, that long spindly guy.
It's getting long. It's starting to droop.
Okay. So, let's talk about this old blackberry bush over here. You know, that was... Larry, on this blackberry bush, it's a native one, you know what, and it just didn't work out, so I'll be brush hogging that down. Okay? Anything else you want to share?
No.
I think that's it. And so we just wanted you to know, huh, Larry?
Yep. Just want you to know some of the neat stuff's going on
around here. And I want to tell you guys that we're going to be doing this every Sunday. Have a video to watch. It's unique. Thank you.
Look into my eyes. You must subscribe. And I want cheese.